Oh, yay, that's better. Why should I give up all that I know? Okay? And I know something called, I'm Alan Carter. I'm a psychologist. I'm a black man in Atlanta, Georgia, yada, yada. I got a resume, that can, say, here, read my resume, went to Morehouse, so forth and so on, okay? And I can say, this I know, all right? And I know, like Cypher said, I know I like steak, okay? And steak it looks good. I'd rather be in places like the Ritz Plaza rather than that crepe place where, Neo and them had on that plane, on their ship, okay? So why should I give up something that I am familiar with, all right, for something that I don't even know anything about? Is that crazy? Is that insane? All right? That's the question you're asking, right, Gloria? Okay.
Or even can I?
Can you?
No. All
right, video, come on. I heard a voice. Was that hallucination? Am I crazy? No, I heard a voice, right? So that means I'm not crazy, right?
So, just playfully, the only reason that no came out was because there is nothing for me to give up, because I am all that there is. There are no beliefs. There's nothing to give up.
See, one thing I know that's absolute. That's absolute. Can I ever give up I am? Can I ever know that I don't exist? I know I exist.
Just because.
No, I know it.
How do you know?
Because I is self-evident. I am. That's it. I don't have to prove that. Who do I have to prove it to? To you? To you? To you? No, I know I exist, right? Can I ever say I do not exist? I can say it, but as truth. I know I exist. I am that I am. All right? That is absolute. I can't get outside of I. All right?
Then where does that leave me?
I don't care about you. I'm just looking at I. Because I is always the source. All right? See, it's kind of funny. When I was taking a shower this morning, I said, the whole thing is, my biggest mistake is, and this is a response to Gloria's question, I conjugate the verb to be. And that's impossible. Whenever you all had 9th grade English, okay? And the teacher said, conjugate the, when you learn, a foreign language, French, Spanish, or whatever, you have to conjugate, the first thing you have to do is conjugate the verb to be, right? I am, then what else? You are, he, she, it, and then you go into the plural form. Now I'm saying there's something other than I, right? Because I said I am, then I said what? You are. Now wait a minute. Gloria said, what about me? All I know is I. I don't know Gloria, I don't know Carol, I don't know Nancy. I have a mind that tells me there's a Carol sitting over here and 5 senses that can supposedly validate that, but that's my mind processing information. Yeah.
We also have a mind that says, I, Carol, exist.
Yes. That's what we're going to get to in this afternoon. The insane mind. All right? Carol's insane mind. All right? Because what we want to get clear on what is the sane mind. All right? So, I want to get back to your group here, but you got to investigate I. Because I is always this. It's always the source. Yeah, man.
Okay, so if Gloria's illustration that she can see some writing on a piece of paper, but Lydia says that what's blank is always present. That's what always is. And so whatever you write on a blank board does not alter anything that's the blank board is. It's like no matter how much I look into this mirror, the mirror is still the same. It's just whatever it's reflecting looks different. So the thing that we're giving up, if we think we're giving up, is the notion that what isn't real is real, and what is real is real.
Yeah, but we have to define real,
Right.
okay?
It's like a crazy paradox, what you
Yeah.
just said, Leonard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's crazy. That's why we gotta
Right.
investigate what's
Right.
crazy. Why is it crazy, John?
Well, I mean, because like conceptually,
Mhm.
I understand the whole theory here.
Okay.
But like, so what Leonard just said actually kind of puts a exclamation point to this conversation here. Because he said, in our mind, our view is that what isn't real is real, right? And I mean, that's inherently the question here: what beliefs would you be willing to give up to truly know God? The question that I'm asking is like, really, are you really willing to give up the reality that you have concocted for yourself
That's right.
to actually go to this next level? And the reality that we have concocted for ourselves is pretty difficult to give up because
Oh,
it's the
you're damn
reality that
right.
we've concocted for ourselves.
Yes.
So like, I mean, it's a pretty hard thing to say, yes, I'm gonna just give up the not real reality for the truth.
Yes.
And it's not easy to just say, yeah, I'm gonna go do that.
Everything that you can think of goes against that.
But who's saying I'm not willing to give that up?
The
I'm-
concocted
I'm
reality.
saying my not
Right.
my not reality that I
Who is
want.
that? And who is that that's saying that?
I am. I want that not reality. John Duvall wants the not reality. I want it.
Yeah, he's cypher, remember?
I will betray you all.
Yeah, John wants that steak, okay? He said, John said, I know the steak ain't real, but I want that steak, right?
I'm just joking.
Yeah, well, no, you all here today. I want you to get clear. You know, this is not a quote, a normal conversation. A normal conversation is the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Okay? That's Trump, okay? Trump is
No, that's not normal.
Well, you know, he's elected president, all right? But anyway, you know, most people are not having this type of conversation. And like I said, you can't go out, like John just said, you know, that's a real paradox and it sounds crazy. Yes, it is. Okay? But you got to be comfortable with craziness to a certain extent. All right? Your own craziness and need and desire to be crazy or labeled crazy. Okay? That don't mean like, you know, Georgia regional crazy. Okay? Like I said, the differentiation there is they can't make the distinction that there are certain places where you know, this conversation we can have in here today. Well, I wouldn't advise you to go at work and, you know, and have this kind of conversation because they go cuckoo, cuckoo, cuckoo. Okay? So you know, you can do it with your friends maybe, people who you're comfortable with. But, you know, somebody who you just meet, you know, I wouldn't advise you to have this kind of conversation. Okay? But the point though is, like John said, you know, to give this up, all right, all that I think is real for something that I don't really know, that's crazy. Okay? You know, but see what happened with Neo, I'll be right with you.
Never.
Remember in the Matrix, when in the first, you know, Matrix 1, how many of you saw the movie The Matrix? Everybody? You didn't see it, Scotty?
I didn't see it.
You didn't see it? I think it's one of probably the best movies that has been put out in I don't know how many years. If you get a chance, pull it up, okay? But remember the first one, the early scenes of The Matrix. You know, Neo was, you know, it's a computer type guy, and they knocked on his house, his door and so forth, and they said, you've been wondering, and you've been willing to go outside the box, you know, for a while, okay? And you've been, you know, kind of abnormal for a while. And I would say to all of you, okay, are willing to go outside the box. You are mavericks. You are something, you know, I mean, all of us were probably raised Christian, except for Ehab, but he was raised in another form of religion. okay? And, I mean, Christianity, Islam, what's the difference, okay? But you're willing to say, no, that doesn't answer all my questions. And so you are mavericks. And just know that, mavericks have to pay a price, okay? It's not comfortable being a maverick, being an explorer. You are going outside the box.
I think so.
And that's what, this is where it comes back to where Descartes said, I think, therefore I am.
Mhm.
So Descartes was making the source thinking. I think, okay, the mind, human mind. Like you say, your personal mind that thinks, and Leonard was going after your ability to perceive, your five senses and so forth, okay? And so what we're looking at is, and this is what we're looking at, okay? This I, because we know there's I. You can't argue with that. Who's going to argue with I? I am with thinking. Okay? So we're looking, and this is what you're asking. I really appreciate your question and your willingness to engage in this conversation. Okay? Because, see, this is where, we are because we think. I think I'm Alan Carter. Okay, the son of Robin Hood Carter, yada, yada, as Nancy was saying, my story, growing up in Alabama, yada, 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 okay? And this is what I think. What we are now saying, is there something beyond my thoughts? And how can I know something beyond my thoughts when all I know are my thoughts? Okay, and this is what you're going after, okay? And this is where we are. Now, and this is what we're going to get more to in this afternoon, all right? But what I want to see if we can, today, this morning, can we establish that there's something that is permanent, changeless, infinite, eternal, and now, which would mean that it's absolute. Can we say that is true?
No.
No? Okay, let me hear what you got to say.
If it exists, I don't think we can know it.
Right,
So therefore, I have to say that. No.
but you just used this word. Right?
Right.
Is there anything other than that?
Yeah.
What?
Non-existence.
It just doesn't exist.
Yeah.
So why, it doesn't exist. See, this is all that there is. Existence, or am, or be. Okay? That's all there is. You can't deny existence. How can you deny existence? Who's denying it? I am.
I can't deny my own existence.
You can't deny, yeah, but
I
you
can't.
can't, right.
But I can deny everything else.
You're right, but that still is existence.
That still is some existence.
Yeah. So this is absolute. Existence is absolute, or be, or am. Okay? That's truth. That's God. You get it? I am that I am. That's what old Moses discovered, and they made it into a religion, Judaism. Okay, just like, they had to make Christianity, and, they had to take Mohammed stuff, and make it into a religion. Okay, you got to organize people, all that kind of stuff. Give them a bunch of beliefs and stuff, okay? But we want to go beyond beliefs. This is beyond belief. You don't believe existence. Existence just is, because existence means what? Is. Because it's what? Be. You get it? Can you go beyond existence? I know that's a little mind-boggling. This is crazy talk, y'all. Okay? Like I said, you can't talk this on the street. I mean, you can talk Real Housewives or a lot of stuff on the street. Okay? And you can make a bunch of money. Jerry Springer has made for over 20 some years, right? Crazy stuff, but that's considered sane. Okay? He's sleeping with my best friend. Boing, 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 boing. It's to over 20 some years was the same old crap, right? But, this kind of stuff, and I don't mean this to inflate your ego. Okay, matter of fact, it's kind of like what Lao Tzu said, Lao Tzu said, a true teacher is out to destroy you. Okay? This story. Okay, who you think you are. So, before we move on to the next thing, then we're going to take a lunch break. Is this like the foundation that we stand on? Look and see. Now, notice what your mind would do with it. Because it's you wrestling with this now. Your mind is trying to say, bullshit, or something. Excuse me, bull crap, or, whatever. Right? Just notice what your mind is doing with this right now. Notice what your thoughts and feelings are right now with this. Okay? And notice just how, if there's any resistance to it. Yes, go ahead.
Are you asking us to believe this?
No.
Are you asking us to, what are you asking us
I ain't
to
asking you
do?
to do nothing. I'm just putting it out there. And notice what your mind's going to do with it. Because I don't want to make this into a belief. I can say, believe that the Lord Jesus Christ died for your sins. Or I can say Muhammad was the last great prophet. Okay, I can get a bunch of people to, accept that. There were 3 billion Christians, 3 billion Christians in the world, 2 billion Muslims, I think, or something like that. Huh?
Is it close to it?
Yeah, close to 2 billion Muslims and 500 million Buddhists. I can get them people to believe anything. I can get people to believe that Donald Trump doesn't lie. Or whatever, okay? No, I'm not asking you to believe this. Just look at it. Look at it.
Okay, why?
I don't know.
I mean, because it seems like you're inferring that you want us to do something with this so you can move on.
Well, yeah, for the day's exercise.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, this is just, I'm just up here, jaw jacking. Look, Alan Carter can't tell you what's true. I'm just saying, look at this and see what you're going to do with it. Gives you another perspective about, what is real and what isn't.
I
Okay?
even put the characters in there, and the character's name, what they were doing, how they were doing it, and what my part in it was.
Oh, really? Like a script writer for a movie or something? Or like a Stephen...
Doing it all.
Really? So you knew you were the script writer? And you were watching the dream play out?
Yeah. And I was making the characters out there in the dream say things that I wanted them to say. So
Very
I could
good.
be upset.
Yes. That's profound. Okay? What about for
I mean,
you?
really.
I mean, it really is. Because, we're going to use that this afternoon. So I'm going to use that this afternoon because it's very profound. Tell us about your experience of lucid dreaming.
It's been a couple times, but it's only when I have bad dreams. So when I feel like in the dream my life is in danger, then I'm like, wait, this isn't real. Like, I can do something about this. And I can't affect what the other characters in my dream do, but I can change what I do in the dream when I'm thinking that way.
No wonder you like chores.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my thing.
But see that, who is the one? Like for instance, the two of you, it sounds like your experiences are very similar about lucid dreams, right? What you heard her say, I saw you were giving amens in with your head. Okay. So the point though is, you were realizing there was a you in the dream, and then there was an observer who was watching the outplay of the dream, right? Or something like that. Was that?
No, for me, I was in the dream. So I wasn't observing me. I was me.
But how did you know it was? How did you know it wasn't a dream? Who was the one that knew that it wasn't a dream?
For me, that was in the dream.
So that you split in two. That was a you who was with Beyonce, and then that was a you who knew that it was just a dream.
It was just me with Beyonce, and I knew I was dreaming that Beyonce was there. Yeah.
Okay, so you knew you were dreaming Beyonce was there, and you knew it was a dream.
Yes.
Okay, and so but you went on about talking with Beyonce, right?
Right.
Okay. Whereas with you, Carol, is what?
Well, I was aware that I was in the dream also. I was playing my role, my character. But there was a part of me that was aware that of a me and another, and that I was making up a whole story. But there was a part of me that was watching all of it.
Okay. Now I want you to hear, she said a very important word there. That was an I that was aware. Okay? You were aware that something bad was happening. The tiger was chasing you or whatever it was. Something, and maybe it was almost a nightmare, I don't know, okay? But it wasn't a positive dream like you have talking to Beyonce, right? But yours was I guess a scary dream or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay? But there was still an I that was aware. All right? Is I aware?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that what I is?
The I am.
Yeah.
The I am.
So I am is awareness. Okay?
This is I am.
Now I want you to get this. I am that I am. I'm aware. Now I can say I'm aware that I'm Alan Carter with a blue shirt on, standing in a room, yada yada, with my story. Okay? Now that I appears to be aware or conscious of something. Okay? But if this word God, Allah, Jehovah, let go of Jehovah, Allah concepts, okay? We're looking for something that's absolutely true as the source, okay? And we are saying Allah, Jehovah, Jesus, all of those are beliefs. Those are concepts, okay? Just like when you were coming away, when you were pulling away from Islam, or when I was pulling away from being a Baptist, okay? I assume you might be pulling away from being a Baptist. I don't know, but you're willing to question some things. That's why you're here today, I assume, okay? And you haven't thrown bricks at me and talked about my mom, okay? So the thing is that there is an I that's aware, okay? I can't deny that. All right? Now, getting back to the way out, I have to know my enemy. Sun Tzu said in The Art of War, the first thing in war is to know your enemy. Your enemy is this. Okay, you get what we've been discussing today. Okay, you have to know, and this, by the way, what we're teaching, what you're learning today, they ain't teaching at Harvard, like Columbia, or where I did my internship at the University of California. They ain't teaching this. Okay, Course in Miracles has a better way of teaching it. Buddhism is a much more psychologically oriented religion than Christianity. Okay, it explains the mind much deeper. I don't know how Islam explains the mind and how it functions that well. Christianity is very weak in it. Okay, explaining the function. It just deals with all that sin and Satan stuff. But anyway, now getting back to how you get out of it. So we said, start with, stay with, stick with truth as much as you can. If you can't do that, okay, do satsang. Be around people who can help bring you back to what truth is. Feel those feelings, whatever they are. I want to kill Leonard because you know what he said about me? Now, not that I'm going to do it, okay? But I don't want to deny that I have these feelings. I ain't good. I want to kill him because he said such and such and such, okay? And especially if I can communicate to somebody who, who will be understanding and able to help me realize that I'm caught in my emotion of anger, which is hiding my guilt, my own sense of inadequacy, or what I think I have done. I think they did it, but more than likely I did it. Get it? But I don't want to face that, okay? But if I have to realize what is my commitment. My commitment is to, you can call it what, absolute truth, or to God, or whatever you want to call it. All right? You have to remind yourself of what your commitment is. Okay? The Course in Miracles talks about forgiveness. But it's not, it's more than what we normally think of forgiveness. When the Course in Miracles talks about forgiveness, it talks about, really about seeing how the human mind operates. And to realize, now the Course in Miracles says that you're the Son of God. Actually, you're not even the Son of God. Okay? The Course was, published in 1976. You're more than the Son of God. You're God himself, or herself. Okay? God never had a son. Who did he screw? I mean, oh, that's right, the Holy Ghost did.
Well, there's the Virgin.
Oh, yeah, I forgot it. You know what the Catholic Church teaches about that stuff? You know it?
Scotty was a nun.
Oh, sorry. I won't go there.
I told you the last time, you just didn't remember.
Oh, yeah, that's right, you did, yeah. All right, well, I ain't gonna step there. No, I know you ain't no
I
longer.
want to hear your take on it.
No, how they explain how Mary, Jesus had siblings.
Yeah. Yeah.
James was his brother. We know James was his brother. How did Mary remain a virgin and supposedly, she had other children?
Well, now, she was just the Virgin at
One time?
with Jesus.
Oh, with Jesus. Okay, well, I heard that she was also, that the Holy Ghost came in there and gave her another Hammond.
Oh,
Okay?
I never heard that.
You never heard that? Whatever the story is, you can believe, you heard about Santa Claus? Yeah, you can make up any story you want, okay? But anyway, the point though is, when you realize that, this is the enemy, okay? This is the enemy. But it's, as you were saying, Karen, it's so doggone hard. I mean, I am so identified with Alan, not only my human identity, I got these personal things. It's kind of like one personal thing for me. I grew up in Alabama with my father. I have a sister, Joan, and who some of you know. And I had a brother who just died 2 or 3 months ago named Bobby. Joan was the firstborn, and she was Daddy's favorite. Okay, and so me and Bobby, my older brother, I decided I had to compete with Bobby, my brother, okay, to get Mama attention, okay, and so I developed this thing called my father never did validate me, okay, and my father died when I was 16, when I was a freshman at Morehouse, and so this is why I went into all these things with the Baptist church looking for my daddy, validation from these men who I thought were sort of like big brother, father figures. And I was, even when I got my PhD, okay, I remember walking across that stage at Columbia, looking up in the sky, as if Daddy's up in the sky, and said, Daddy, are you proud now? I didn't know the sky didn't open up for me. Daddy said, yes, my son, I'm very proud of you. That didn't happen, okay? And I didn't feel like I was validated. After I got that PhD from Columbia, I got very depressed. I mean, that's the irony of it. I had worked all those years to get that, thinking I was, now I'm somebody, all right? And I didn't feel that validation. And I thought that it was, coming from what? My father. That was just one of the sources of my personal issues, okay? That kept me trapped in this personal identity. Now, there are other things I have, beliefs. They're just beliefs. Ain't no truth in it. Okay, but you may want to look within you and see the patterns in your life. Okay, or in Eastern they would say your karma. They call it your dharma, the karma that keeps appearing, those repetitive type things that keep showing up in your life, and you're just a bunch of undiscovered beliefs that keep showing up, and they will bring people into your life. Okay, SSDD. Y'all know what that is?
Yes.
Same stuff, different day. But stuff in the word that they use all the time. I'm cleaning up, y'all, okay? Or, you see that it's the same old pattern. You might have, it's kind of like this one patient I had. She was one of them good Christian, she was a Christian. If y'all know what I mean. Carried the Bible around with her, and every other word was Jesus. okay? And anyway, she was referred to me by the courts. This is way back a long time ago when I used to take referrals from the courts. And what happened was, she was referred for me for assault and battery. This real Christian lady, okay? What had happened was, she grew up in a family where her mama and her daddy was, guy got drunk, he was screwing half the women in town, that kind of guy, okay? And he would come home and beat mama up. And she pleaded with mama she would plead mama to leave daddy. Mama finally left daddy. Mama felt, okay, I'll marry somebody who's not a drunk. She married somebody who wasn't a drunk, but he would still beat her up, okay, beat her mama's up, okay? So anyway, so she figured something called, I want to live a good, righteous life so I won't wind up like my mama who would have all these losers for men and husbands, okay? So she figured something called, okay, I will marry a guy who's a good Christian, one of those very fundamental churches, okay? And so she married a guy who was, good Christian man, didn't drink, didn't smoke, then she thought, who didn't run around and all that kind of stuff. She came home one day and found her husband in bed with one of them good church ladies. Okay, and she just went, bazonkers. Okay, and that's how she got. But she had this thing called, the unresolved issues she had about, men who cheat. Her pain from that. Okay, and it was coming up again, and she thought it was about her husband. It wasn't about her husband. Ain't nobody out there. Okay, it was about her unresolved personal issues that she had growing up with her childhood. You get what I'm saying? And we all got something. Nobody has perfect parents. Because your parents had something called their parents. And their parents had something called their, so forth, go all the way back. So who's to blame? Nobody. Okay? If you want to blame somebody, blame God for starting all this crap. Like I said, I couldn't understand why God didn't get rid of Satan. Okay? But you realize this is your journey. And it's not about anybody out there. Okay? It's not about Donald Trump. It's not about... The thing you are here to learn is that nobody has ever hurt you and you have never hurt anybody. Okay? And that goes against the human mind because I know somebody who done me wrong. Not only do I know, my father didn't validate me, I can say white folks. I grew up in Surrogate, Alabama. I can blame white folks. Or I can blame my daddy. Or I can blame Satan. God blames Satan, so why can't I? Okay, I got to project this guilt onto somebody or something. And when I can draw it back in and realize it's just me who I'm working with. Okay, it's just me. And my personal issues that go through a human identity, I'm beginning to free myself. Okay? And let's see, the last thing in getting out of this insane asylum called your mind. The other thing is like we said, like Carol said, see it as a dream or as a movie. Okay? This is your movie. You are the writer, director, actor, everything in this movie. That goes against the human mind. Because it looks like my daddy didn't validate me. He didn't spend enough time with me. He was working too much. Okay? And so therefore, and he died when I was 16. I wasn't a man, so I had to figure out on my own how to be a man. And I stumble and fumble. Okay? So it's his fault. Yeah, I can easily rationalize it. It's his fault. Okay? No, it's not. This is my journey. Okay? I have to keep reeling it back in over here. Okay? Nobody out there. It's just me. Okay. If you want to be sane and get out of this insane asylum, know what's true. Know that there is absolute truth. And this identity you call you is not your true identity. You are perfect love, you are perfect peace, and your human mind doesn't want you to know it. So thank you for being here.